Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here at Benjamin E. Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia for some high school hoops action. The Mays Raiders boys varsity basketball team taking on the Tri Cities Bulldogs. The Raiders coming off a 29-point win over Northgate. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs coming off a 20-point win over the Creekside Seminoles. And what a game it beat tonight. Close most of the night. Raiders jumping out to an early lead in the first quarter. Bulldogs taking the lead in the second quarter and maintaining it for the most part throughout the remainder of the game. But again, the Raiders keeping things close throughout, keeping it tight. Let's check out some of the highlights of the game. Second quarter, Raiders with a 15-12 lead, and DeMarcus Johnson finds Demetrius Rives. Bulldogs trail 15-14. Bulldogs in transition. Johnson going to keep it himself. He'll score to give the Bulldogs a 20-17 lead. More transition basketball for the Bulldogs. Johnson dishing it off to Titus. Hunter up and in. Third quarter, Alex Bean dishing it down low to Hunter, who scores. And then Rives with the give to Hunter. And again, Hunter good at the basket. Tri-Cities fast break. And it's Johnson to Rives. Tri-Cities 33-19 lead. Fourth quarter, here come the Raiders. Marvin McGee coming up with the steal. Up strong and one. He'd make good on the free throw. And then later, McGee from the corner, knocking down the three. Raiders trail 46-42, but the Bulldogs answer right back. In transition, it's Hunter all the way to the rim. Scored and one. And then later, Bean getting the feed down low. And he's going to slam it home for the Bulldogs. They pick up the 65-53 win. Here's Tri-Cities head coach Amari Forge after the game.
Mays is always a tough place for us to come play. They're a very well-coached team. They adjust well. I knew they'd be well prepared, which they were. We were just looking for energy really early on, and our second group came in and gave us the boost that we needed to get back into control of the game.
All right, once again, that final score is 65-53. Tri-Cities picking up the win over the Mays Raiders. Hunter for the Bulldogs, 22 points on the night. From Benjamin E. Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.